Budget's like, fuck it, let's go. All right. So, this is going to be Powerwash Simulator, I believe, part 22. But yeah. Open forum, fam. Whatever y'all want to talk about. We got about 30 to 40 minutes to kill before we start some voice acting, so let's chat. Let's chop it up on a Monday night. How's everyone doing? How are we all feeling? You doing okay? Are you enjoying playing Final Fantasy XIV right now? The 90% of you. Give good advice. It's never too late to change, dude. It may, life, as we've discussed earlier, can be very taxing. It can be very tiring. And you may be stuck in your habits, but it's never too late to change. Things might be different. Nice win, Bubba. But it's important to realize that it is never too late to change. Yeah, this is my comfy blankie. Fisting in Fallout New Vegas is always fun. I don't know. Are you dancing in Ligma Limosa, Chris? I'm glad you're enjoying it, Cass. Azira, I fixed your name in Discord too. How did I know? The cat boy knows. It's my job to know. How are our volume levels? Music against water, okay? Okay, I'll fix that in a second. Let me finish my line. Better? But yeah, and I think I think the important thing, Hoot Boot, is that times are not easy, and we all know that. And I think the concept of how we as a species, and perhaps maybe our generation, and I'm not speaking exclusively like as a millennial or Gen X or whatever the fuck it is I am. I think the concept of us and our journeys to happiness is definitely different from what any other previous generation will experience. I mean, we have the concepts. I'll just call out what you have. You have a concept of polyamory. You have multiple partners, or you live with your partners. You have a shared house. You have kids. And I think that it's very important to remember that the only person's opinion that truly matters is those that you care about and your own. And despite whatever messages that a lot of us hear on the media about how, especially in America, there's no morals left, where, you know, we're all groomers or radical, I definitely don't see that as true. Generally, that's more projection than anything, but it's also the sound of people who are unhappy or are too afraid to make those changes in their life. And I think you should never be scared and never worry about that and just continue what you're doing, dude. You're happy. You are experiencing your life to the best ability that you can with people that you care about. And realistically, there's nothing much better than that in the world. There's some damn good advice for you. Anyone else got anything they want covered? Talk about toes? Nah, you gotta pay me for that. Look, some services do not come free. Although apparently I am in the Final Fantasy VII remake, which is really cool. Tacos with spaghetti sauce and kimchi. I still think some of the best tacos I've ever made were the that one cooking stream where someone challenged me to make piment tacos. That was like such a cool collaborative effort because I took a barbacoa recipe that was given to me by Harlanson, I believe. And I adjusted it to make it a little bit spicier and then paired it with a pimento honey cheese spread from one of Trad's old restaurants. And we made piment tacos. They were fucking really good, man. The mixture between the spiciness of the barbacoa with the ooey gooey yet slightly sweet cheese, but not in the cloying sense, really cut against it, and just beautiful flavor. Never apologize, Shadow. Life's busy, but welcome back to the stream. I hope you've had a terrific time. How did you end up stumbling on this fine place on the internet? The piment tacos. I do have a question, Makoto. Can you explain the Fallout New Vegas fan to transfem pipeline to me? That's fine. Well, I'm glad you're here, and I hope you're having a terrific night. I'm just doing a little power wash and community check-in, meet and greet introduction, mental relaxation. And then we're going to do some voice acting. So we're going to do the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, which is honestly a really fun kind of investigation, murder mystery type game. But it is really difficult to stream, especially if you're not like actively reading all the dialogue. I find it gets very, very difficult and very boring, and it's tough to keep people engaged with it. So I've gotten together with a bunch of my homies, and we're going to voice act it. So we've been doing that for quite a while. Oh, I love a good power washing. I was given a key to this the day that early access opened, and I'm not gonna lie, this has been, I think, the best game I've ever played. And I've played a lot of games. I've been gaming for, Christ, 20 years plus. But this is so freaking good. It scratches a lot of my mental brain wrinkles. But as a streamable game, God, it's fabulous. It's very relaxing yet entertaining. I can focus on what I'm doing, but still have very active conversations with the community. It is just a wonderful experience. I don't know what the full retail price is. I think it's out on Game Pass right now. But yeah, if you don't own this, I would recommend it. It's a treat. Yeah, it's hard to do so many voices. No one understands the Fallout New Vegas trans thing. That's just our natural state. That makes sense. Where am I in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles? We just finished the Kokoro case. So the one with I wanted to say Shokubeni, but that's something different. The artist dude and the Gyarados. This game makes my brainworms very happy. Wait, I'm a girl now? Fuck. Yeah, Coffee Talk can be difficult with all the voices, unfortunately. There was another really neat game that I was playing. Was it Synergia, I believe? Or no, was that a... I'm trying to remember. There was a visual novel game that I played, and then there was one that was on Discord during the beginning of the COVID days. I had to explain to someone why I had Monster Girl Island Prologue in my Steam games list earlier today. That was a fun story. Long live Happy Paper Face Bagman. Yo, other Keo, how are you? How is Rhubarbara doing? If y'all don't know Other Keo and I share a passion for RPGs and retro video games. He streams right in the morning, right when I get up. I get to watch him for like the first half of my day. He just got a wonderful new puppers and just started one of my favorite games of all time, Xenosaga. Would highly recommend checking him out. Freedom, thank you for 50 whole months. I would also recommend, if we can get a shout out for Freedom. Freedom does a lot of RPG speedruns, primarily of the Shin Megami Tensei series. Has world record in at least one of them, as I recall. Would definitely recommend tossing him a follow. We rate him quite a bit. He's actively making his partner push, and I think you should go follow and check him out when he streams. As his content is very unique, and he is a very, very good person and kind soul, and I think the kind of person that Twitch should put up on a platform as what it takes to be a good content creator and streamer. Not just having good numbers, but also being a very good person. Xenosaga is very much an experience. And I know that we both have very strong opinions about video games, Other Keo, but like, as a speedrunner, I generally dislike games where all the story is contained in cutscenes. I think that's generally poor gameplay. But for some reason, Xenosaga gets away with it, and it does it right for some reason. Like, that game is one of the weirdest situations wherein it is one of... Xenosaga, hands down for me, is one of the worst speedruns I've ever done. Like, in terms of difficulty, it is very difficult. Yeah, there are the traditional points where the game can screw you, like, pretty far into the run, and that sucks, but I'm not talking about that specifically. The entirety of Xenosaga is dead silence, except the sound of Xion running. Pretty much the entire game has almost no soundtrack. All of the soundtrack is contained in the many various and lengthy cutscenes within the game. But the way it intersperses them and paces the game does not, like, it doesn't, it makes it sound like it shouldn't work, but it does. Yeah, it's so weird. It's like everything, they do everything that it should make a video game be a fucking terrible experience, except it just works. And I don't know how they got away with it. Like, I honestly don't know how they got away with doing that with a video game and it still being a very pleasant and enjoyable experience. Yeah. I mean, that's the crazy thing is the music when it plays in the cutscenes is very well written. Is this your first time playing Xenosaga, Other Keo? Because there is something that I would love to discuss, but if you haven't experienced yet, I do not want to ruin it for you. Okay. Xenosaga 1. Yo, where if I get some sleep, dude, I will have a terrific rest of the stream. You get yourself some rest. Take care of yourself. Yeah, it as like a first couple of RPGs, it would have been a very rough experience. I will tell you that Xenosaga 1 has one of the best cutscenes in the history of video gaming. It's a very hot take, but if anyone in chat has played Xenosaga, you know which cutscene I'm talking about, and you understand why I think it's one of the best. You'll get to it later in the game, but if you can, try and remember the phrase Bel Pesh. This cutscene contains a language joke, which already puts it on the radar as something extreme. But like, especially again, as we often discuss with retro video games, in its time period, I think some of the best voice direction and best voice acting I've seen in a cutscene. Like, it is bone-chillingly good, which is weird to say. Like, normally we're talking about like, oh, cutscenes. You're like, oh man, seeing Midgar on the PS5, like, man, that brought back some chills. But like, this is a PS2 era video game with non-digital Dolby. There's no surround sound. There's no mind-blowing graphics. It's just, you know, typical PS2 graphics and sound quality. But this cutscene is just something different. Yes, exactly. But like, the fact that I can clearly remember the monologue from that cutscene, and it's like a 5-6 minute cutscene, like word for word to this day, and it's over 20 years old. It's a powerful experience. And I think to describe Xenosaga as an experience is definitely a thing. While I don't think there's a hope for a remaster or a remake due to its abysmal sales numbers, I do hope at some point like there's like at least a digital like re-release, or it just like gets added to like an online store, because it is exorbitantly expensive, and for for all intents and purposes, it's almost unownable, especially for the third game. I would love to see it. I would really love to see it. Although trusting Nintendo with anything sometimes is quite the gamble. No worries. Yeah, other Kyo got a new dog. Freedom, thank you again for the resub, homie. How are you? How have you been? How have the speedruns been for you? I've been trying to, whether I say it or not, I've been trying to at least pop in your stream and lurk at night before I go to bed, just to check in and see how it's going. I will give you the same advice I give everyone pushing for partner. The best thing you can do is just turn off the viewer number, do your thing, just stay a little bit more upbeat and positive than normal. It's very important that you take care of your mental health. Even the little things, dude. I started doing yoga with Shibs, and it's helped me with a lot of things. If you have the time and money, just do something small. Go get yourself like a fucking massage, or like take yourself out to a decent, even like a fucking like little decent meal. Welcome back, other Kyo. How is Rhubarbara? I feel ya. I'm going to need to figure out something to replace Stranger of Paradise, I think, because I don't think that's going to be, like, the end-all, be-all run for me. I'm going to submit it to Limit Break, but there are much better runners, and it's just not been overall a great experience for me. She's sleeping on you? Oh. Dog dad, dog dad. You started hitting the gym after stream the past week? Ah, man. Yo, the next time we link up, whenever we get out to RPG Limit Break again, you better be able to bench press me or I'm going to be mad, bruv. Yeah, just like SOP has been incredibly rough to me, and I don't know if I'm just doing something wrong or I'm unlucky, but like, I don't know. I haven't seen anyone tell me like I'm doing shit wrong. So, hey, yo, let's go. See, I don't know if I'd want to do a Speed Souls game, to be honest. Like, they are super highly competitive, super precise. I mean, could I? Yeah, but is that something that anyone's actually interested in unless my name is, like, Catalyst or Ella Jazz or, you know, people like that. Can I do it? Yeah. I can be the best speedrunner I've ever known. You'd best believe I need to upgrade my computer first. That's for damn sure. The other thing that's difficult with Speed Souls games is dealing with patches and how they handle patches and categories. And I think it was only just a week ago they finally decided on how they were going to do the leaderboards for stuff. Could I do it? Yeah. Do I think it's going to be an absolute draw for me? Probably not. And I think, yes, we'll probably look at 16 as a speed run when it comes out. I will take my time with it, though. Before we go into anything, it could be one of those games where it's like 7R, where it's a fucking nightmare to speed run, and it takes 2 years for the glitchless category to, you know, show some promise as a speed run. 16 realistically will probably be out next year at some point. Probably late next year. Wash. You know there's a level where you can clean the Mars rover, right? To be honest, I only played about halfway through 15 before I started speedrunning it, and now I have the world record for it, so, like, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not rushing myself into anything, but obviously we'll need a new speed game before then. It's just a question of what kind of fits me. The criteria that I'm looking for is an RPG speedrun. It's about 2 hours in length. Preferably on console. I think it'll be fine. And to be honest, I don't listen to the haters anyway. I spend more time playing video games than almost anyone on the fucking planet. By rights, that means my opinion matters slightly more. That's not true, but I also don't give a shit. 7R Yuffie runs? I mean, meh. Too short. In all honesty, too short. I'll hyperfixate on it. Noodle's having a shit. I mean, maybe. I have it on PS5. I could probably plop down some runs. Especially if you just want to, like, stack some names on the leaderboard. They probably won't be great, but I could at least give it a shot, you know? If you got notes, pass them over. Maybe I'll pick it up as a side project. Optimized is good. My unfortunate thing with Stranger of Paradise is it seems like there is a bit of RNG attached to it, but like I just keep getting the absolute skullfuck brunt of it. Whose name is attached to that run? Because I have a strong suspicion I know who that is. Hollow Knight's a cool speedrun. I did Ori and the Blind Forest with Sharky for a 12-hour challenge, and that game handed me my ass pretty quickly. I'm not very good at platformers for whatever reason. I have no idea who Fireborn is, and my voice changes about every hour when I get bored with it. Moyashi. Not who I thought it would be. If there's notes, I could probably figure it out. Is it a JP runner, Moyashi? I'm just waiting for the VA crew to show up. More so more so Celeste with like Shovel Knight and stuff. Okay, so they run the game in JP. If there's no notes, that's going to be... I would have to spend a few hours translating and deciphering. Actually, more than that, because it's probably not in, like, direct Japanese, which is a pain in the ass. It's probably in, like, that weird Final Fantasy phonetic alphabet. Yeah, Christopher Larkin's really good. I do know that the games that I do speedrun always have good music. I speedran Xenosaga, great music. I speedran 15, speedran 7R. I ran Parasite Eve. That's also another Yoko Shimomura product. We did Ni no Kuni 2 for a while. That was another absolute gem of a soundtrack. I think like the shittiest speedrun soundtrack I've done is probably like Barbie's 12 Dancing Princesses. I think I've talked with Angela before, but don't quote me on it. I don't know if it's time to bring back Nier. That one may have met its final resting place. I'm not 100% sure. I have to be 100% sure I can come back to that game and not turn into an absolute violently angry degen again. Also, I'm still in the top 20 after taking almost 2 years off for it. I think I might leave it there. For me, there's so much I still have to unlearn, and then it's so much to relearn. Like, Dan, I ran that game every day for 9 months, and I still hadn't learned all the technique in the game. That's how fucking dense and difficult it is. It's so bad. Honestly, I will go on record and say that I think Nier Automata is the hardest speedrun to get very good at. Like, yeah, Final Fantasy XII is very hard. Final Fantasy XIII is very hard, but that's just kind of menuing and learning some things. Getting a full run of Nier Automata with all the glitches and not making an absolute cock-up of it is so incredibly difficult. To be honest, I'd probably, if I come back, I'd probably learn VC3 mod. Because fuck my any percent time, not having to worry about a run dying 35, 40 minutes in because I didn't get drop luck. As I get older, I grow tired of swapping over resets because of drops, you know? I definitely want to take Stranger in Paradise serious tomorrow. I really want to try and bang some runs in. But we do have Stray tomorrow. We're going to be playing Stray on release day. If you like a video game about being a cat, don't worry, your favorite and potentially only cat boy you know on Twitch will be playing it tomorrow. Stray is going to be dope. Think I'll ever go back to .hack runs? I'll be very honest about that. If you pay me enough, I'll do anything. However, that game is such a level of fresh RNG hell, I probably won't. It's... The biggest issue with that is that game is basically an hour and a half plus of just mashing, which is not great. I did not run Star Ocean. I know that Star Ocean 3 is deceptively short, but, like, it's incredibly brutal because you can just lose a run halfway through because of, like, bad luck. It might be something to look into for me. I'm not 100% sure. I do know that, like, I feel like the Star Ocean community doesn't have a lot of representation when it comes to, like, speedrun marathons, and I'm not sure if it's just because it's not like that big of a community, or they just don't care, or just they're not great marathon runs. I definitely looked at, I think it was Star Ocean 3, because Pitted used to run it. Maybe it's my time. I think the biggest issue with it, Other Keo, is just like the games themselves on hardware are mildly cost prohibitive. But didn't one of them or a few of them recently make like the digital store within the past year or two though? So that might help. They're all on PS4 now. Maybe. I think the other issue was some of the glitches may not have carried over to the newer consoles. I don't know. I'd have to do some more research on it. Also, I have no... I actually would love to play Bloodborne. That's the only Souls game I haven't played besides Demon's Souls, and I just have no desire to play Demon's Souls. Hell, I've played Dark Souls before Dark Souls was Dark Souls. I should probably finish learning that speedrun, because that's impressive. No one will fucking care about it, but that'll be like a little me achievement. Yeah, that's the only thing that, like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for accessibility with video games. Port everything to current gen consoles, you cowards. But as a speedrunner, it always fills me with dread because I never know what's going to change in a run. Dan, I don't know what you're on about. Are you wearing high heels again? Good for you, Dan. Just don't twist an ankle. I really hate the fact that I'm basically, in my IRL job, I'm working on a project that's literally exactly this. And the customer that we're working for is a fucking useless prick. Anyway, hi, I'm doing the lighting design for the Grand Central Tunnels in New York City. And my customers are idiots. Are you saying that to me or to my model in Final Fantasy VII Remake? Yeah, so I am doing the lighting for like the passenger areas and the concourses, and I'm also doing the lighting for the fucking tunnels, dude. It's been a nightmare. It's an old job that I inherited, and every once in a while they decide they want to do more shit. They decided they wanted to do more shit. Yeah, exactly, Dr. Fabulous. Both? Hey, yo. SNES, who picked out that mod, by the way? Why is Cloud me? You picked it out? Oh. Well, now I feel super special. So right after my hair gets colored, it does look like that. Like it just literally like illuminates. I'm glad that she's having a fucking ball with it. For those of you that don't know, there's a purple-haired twink mod for Cloud in Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that asshole looks exactly like me. Kind of. Yeah, we call that a twunk. You can blame Carrie Palmer for those. Carrie Palmer and his what kind of gay man scale are you? You know, for someone who's definitely straight, he's pretty fucking gay. I fucking love Palmer, though. If none of you have had the experience of interacting with Palmer, either in person, online, or on Twitter, that dude is fucking comedy gold. Hey, yo, what'd y'all get from Palmer? Or wait, did you send him? Yeah, that I was gonna say. I vaguely remember you shipped him like a PS3 that was Y-lotted, right? Good. Glad to have those back. I know he's been like super busy with life, so. All right, Oni's here. All right, Chris, Sharky, it's time. We'll have to DM Alfina. Yeah, there's only a few games that don't work on the EverDrive, I think, SNES. You want a spare copy of Star Fox 64 SNES? I have 2 copies. I will just mail you one if you want. Fuck paying for it. Let me know what they are. I might have. All right, let me see what I have. I have a spare copy of SM64 and a spare copy of Star Fox 60. We just did that oops I wasn't paying attention and we almost finished the entire level again. Yeah, Goemon's a cool game. Very cool game. Always recommend it if you haven't had a chance to play it, because it's just so out there. Yeah, just remind me, dude. Then I can ship you out a copy of Super Mario 64 next weekend. Don't worry about it. For me, honestly, unless it's like a game that is really, really worth it, I'm not gonna fucking hold out and try and sell shit. There's enough skis bags on the fucking marketplace right now as is. One of our friends, Daniel RGT, was a huge Mystical Goemon fan and speedrunner. Yeah, just let me know. All right, I'm going to finish this section right here, and then we're going to slide over to voice acting. So if y'all want to get in the Discord for that, and then I'll DM Alfina. Well, the people that are supposed to be showing up for voice acting know what to do. I'm just running a bit behind, and I feel like everyone's waiting on me, which is definitely understandable. The power wash streams are very powerful, not just because it's a power washer. Yeah. Appreciate it. But yeah, as Dan posted in the chat, if you enjoy the content we do, what we talk about, speed runs, casual gameplay, talking about retro stuff, cooking, tea. Actually, that reminds me, I can definitely send you some tea SNES. Shelby just happened to buy 2 pounds of tea, and I don't know if I've sent it to you before, but it's damn good. Yeah, dude. It's the dirty chai. So it's a pretty spicy chai tea with espresso beans and espresso grounds in it. It's fucking fabulous. What kind is good for cold brew of tea? I'd go for something bold but fruity. The best thing I can actually recommend is, like, from personal experience, there's the tea place that Shelby just went to today has something called Back Porch Blend. It's a pretty basic black tea, but it has like strawberry, blueberry, and orange in it, I think. And it's really good. Vanilla sided versus typical spice. I will keep an eye out, see if I find any of it. All right. I think we'll call Power Wash Simulator here. We can wrap this up. Now, I probably only need an hour or maybe like 30 minutes to finish the rest of this level here. But let's see what's going on. Tony, what's going on, young?
What is poppin'?
I got broads in Atlanta. Hey, whatever happened to that guy?
I don't think he only made like, I don't know, man. I only remember the one song. And then that's it.
There was more than one?
Is there one? Is there more than one?
I don't know.
That's the only song I remember. Got broads in Atlanta.
Designer, American rapper.
That's who?
December 2015, his debut single Panda reached #1 on the US Billboard Hot 100.
Panda.
In 2019, he was released from Def Jam and currently an independent artist. Well, the answer is things did not go well.
Oh.
Sidney
damn.
Royale Shelby III.
What?
I'm older than by a lot.
Yeesh.
You know how old he is?
How old?
25.
Is that even legal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he must have been putting in some work if he had broads in Atlanta.
Considering you grew up in Brooklyn, yeah, me too. Grew up in the Louis Armstrong housing projects in Bedford-Stuyvesant. That's not a particularly easy area to grow up in, that's for certain.
100% no.
Check out my melody.
So only one bit of legal trouble. In 2016, was arrested in New York City after a 911 caller claimed that he pulled a gun on. The police allegedly found oxycodone and guns, for which he and the other individual received RICO charges. Detained in custody. 2 days later, the felony gun charge was dropped by prosecutors. And 2 days following that, cleared of charges when it was found that the pills were anabolic steroids belonging to his driver. It really took them 4 days to test pills.
That's crazy.
Fucking police work at its finest. Anyway, well, I got YouTube. I got Sharky, I got Chris. I guess I'll do Nina. I think that's it.
I mean, if you're looking to improve the level of talent here, you should definitely DM Alfina.
I mean, to be fair, you are a box of Cheez-Its. A talking box of Cheez-Its.
That's not inaccurate.
Generally, I deal in facts. And you know what they say? Facts are subjective depending on what media outlet you get your news from.
I'd like to find the person that defined the term alternative facts and
force feed them feces.
Among other things.
Among other things. Among Us? Mogus? Sus.
Yeah, that is definitely an imposter.
I'm just gonna kind of keep power washing until Alfina gets here, because I can't really do anything until she gets here anyway, you know? So, how's everyone doing?
I forgot to have voice activation on.
There you go.
I am pushed to talk, and so can you? Question mark.
Warby Alfini.
I think they went to get food or something. They've been really busy doing stuff with the fam and getting like acclimatized to working a job again. Just like not like working a job, but like, you know, normal people hours, like getting up early and going to a designated place to where you earn an income in exchange for your fucking free time and happiness.
There's Alfini, Alfina, Alfini. Can I call you Alfini?
No.
Okay.
No. All right. You doing all right, fam?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, hey, I'm gonna call
I was
a.
just answering the question and I said no.
Oh, I just picking up on tone. All right. Well, I'm done with power washing. We'll wrap this segment up next time. It's looking beautiful. Yeah, I should have a nice, clean train platform next time. Okay.
You mean you'll finally have a place to host your $5 footlongs?
Oh, I have a place to host that already.
$5.
7 hot dogs?
7. I know what I need to do.
He needs some milk!
No, I have a problem.
Be quicker than that.
Is the problem that you also
Oh,
have broads in
no.
Atlanta and credit cards in the scanner?
No, I need like 2 instances of OBS.
Why do you need 2 instances of OBS?
Because I may or may not have
Oh,
an addiction to a game on the Switch at the moment. And the only way I can sit here and play my Switch while it's docked is using the OBS to see my capture card. And then I also need OBS to use as a virtual camera for my model.
Oh, so what you do is you put the model in front and then right-click the input and do full screen preview. So it doesn't have to be in front for you to be able to see.
All right, hold please for a second, friends. I have to turn on my TV, and that makes everything go a little bit screwy. But thank you for lurking and chilling. I hope you enjoy the vibe. Coming up, we have our voice acting of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. If you don't like vulgar jokes, if you don't like fart jokes, it'll probably get out now. Just run, and don't look back. But if you are into it and you're into what we're doing here, definitely feel free to join the Discord, hang out. I do one ping a week for like literally just my schedule. That's it. We have a Click for Rolls channel where you can pick your own pings based on shit that you want to be notified for. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube, check that out. I'm trying to get that up to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. It's an ambitious goal. We're trying our best. But that is a great backup for all of our playthroughs, the speed runs, etc., etc. Yeah, I gotta look into the Star Ocean series. If you're in the US and you are in the market for a computer, whether pre-built or custom, definitely check out our friends at SkyTech. They've been working with me to continue to upgrade the stream, and I'm working with them on something hopefully pretty soon in the future. That should be a pretty interesting thing for stream. And if you want to spoil me, help with either the cosplay stuff, or any other kind of streaming content that I do, or just with life around the apartment, which is a busy one, feel free to check out the Throne wish list. All sorts of cool stuff on there. Otherwise, continue just hanging out and enjoying. We're going to be joined by some pretty cool and talented content creators. Some of them stream, some of them don't. But I definitely recommend taking a look at what they do. They are pretty unique individuals. I'm a big fan of their works, being such a piece of work that I am. Hey! Yeah, I definitely think it's worth your time checking them out. If you haven't previously and you came in on a raid, definitely check out, well, let's see who we raided. Froob definitely raided us earlier. Who else? Froob came in. He was the big one. I think that's it. Froob and Alfina. That's it. Otherwise, we've carried pretty hard. So what I'm going to do is, if you're not subbed, I'm going to put on an ad really quick, about a minute ad, but that should make it so we don't have any ads for quite some time, especially to people coming into the stream. If you're not subbed, or if you are subbed, you'll just get to see me setting up the stream, which is great, I guess. Either way, we'll be right back.
Controllers.
All right, here we go.
It works with the Xbox and the PS4. I don't have a PS5 controller, but
I got broads in Atlanta. Better cards in the scanner.
Wait, that's hold on. That's not acting right for a reason. Fix that. All right, so now you can it'll
Oh, I see. It has gyro too.
yeah.
Our friend Amba's been working on some really cool stuff. I might bug him about it, but it was definitely like a controller like that as.
This works with the Xbox and the PlayStation 4 for sure. It does not work with PlayStation 3. And don't plug your Switch controller in while using this program.
Why?
Bad things happen.
Honest, yes, 3 controllers are.
Yeah.
I fucking hate them so goddamn much.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this was the best buy ever. Perfect. These are the exact sets that I need. I have all of the stabs in for the build standard agreement. Oh, these are pre-clipped cherry.
Oni,
Let's.
I'm gonna do this because I love you.
What?
Is that
Doing this because I love you.
What are you doing?
is that a
Are you force
control lift?
choking Oni? Let's go.
Are you not gonna break the way you did before?
What?
Oh, it like caused like the model to have like full on like seizures. Last time I plugged this in. Right there it goes. Watch the hands. I'm not touching a button.
Touching a button?
That's
Not
great.
touching a thing. This is actually the tame version. Last time it was also causing like all of the gyro rotation stuff at the same time. Oh, there's more of it.
Oh wait, so
Oh.
that's what happens when you put a Joy-Con?
This is the Pro N6 Switch Pro controller.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, don't do this. Don't do this.
Okay.
That's
So-
crazy.
Interesting. I was sent some weird sort of hype. These are definitely plate mount, and I definitely ordered plate mount. Or, I'm sorry, I definitely. But you know what? That's just more snug, and I have less to worry about.
There it is. I found it. Found things. I didn't break everything.
Yeah, you didn't break everything.
Oh.
Your keyboard is already like kind of set up. Paula's same time as last time for the build stream, and I basically have at least the stabs in. Should just basically throw this.
One other thing though about having the Switch controller plugged in that I forgot about.